Today, the city of industry is full of warehouses and office parks. Back in the mid 1800s, though, this was wide open ranch land, part of the nearly 49,000 acre Rancho La Puente. And at the center of it all was the Workman Adobe. It was built in 1842 for the family of William Workman. They were some of the first non-Hispanics to immigrate to the LA area under Mexican rule. Their story is a tumultuous one, and you can track it by looking at how their house evolved. At first, it was a simple three-room adobe while they were getting their cattle ranch up and running. Then the gold rush came in the late 1840s, and the Workmans found a new market, selling beef to the miners up north. The extra income allowed them to expand from 3 rooms to 13 in the 1850s. There was a blacksmith shop, a saddlery, and a small school for the grandkids. Floods and drought decimated the ranching industry in the 1860s, but in 1871, William and his son-in-law, FPF Temple, co-founded a bank and invested heavily in LA's development. The Adobe got some major upgrades, we think courtesy of Ezra Kaiser, LA's first professional architect. He added arches and columns and a second story with a steeply pitched roof. But after a financial panic forced the bank to close in 1876, Workman lost his homestead and shot himself in the parlor. Over the next 60 years, the Workmans and Temples bought back and lost their homestead twice. There were happy years. William's grandson, Walter P. Temple, found oil on his property in Montebello Hills, and with the proceeds, added electricity and heating in the 20s. They turned the winery into an auditorium and added a swimming pool that doubled as a reservoir. But Walter's finances failed right as the Great Depression hit, and the Workman Adobe slipped out of the family's ownership for the last time. In the 30s, it was used as a military school, then converted into a convalescent home. Beginning in the 1960s, the City of Industry purchased the homestead, including the Adobe, and after restoring it to its stylish appearance from the 1870s, they opened it to the public in 1981 as part of the Homestead Museum. Now you can walk the halls where generations of the Workman and Temple families were born, lived, and died. In a couple spots, plexiglass is installed over some precious original details, hand-painted leaves from the late 19th century, and adobe bricks in place since the mid-1800s. They're literal windows into the past. Thanks for doing LA with me.